We all want to be loved. We all want to be recognized, respected, appreciated for who we are. We all want to be valued. One of the things that I have loved about coming out and doing these little video clips is being out and about in nature in the early morning. And you will have heard, if you've listened to any of them before, and you can probably hear now, the incredible bird life. And I love birds. It's just, they just always have amazed me. And as I'm here, I'm looking around and I'm seeing all sorts of birds even now. And the birds that I notice the most are the ones that are pretty noticeable, and they're like the amazingly bright coloured parrots, or the kookaburras with their call and their large shape. And these sorts of birds I really notice, and sometimes brightly coloured wrens as well. And it's interesting to me that when Jesus tried to explain to the people around him how much or what God thinks of them, he didn't use birds like that, but said, you know what, think about the sparrows. And if you're like me, there's a little bit of Monty Python that sort of runs around in my head when I think about this part of what Jesus said. But Jesus said, think about the sparrows. And sparrows are pretty ordinary and everyday and common, aren't they? They're everywhere. And in fact, I've got to admit that most of the time, I don't even notice the sparrows. They're just there, and they're there all the time, and so I don't notice them. And it's only when something more noticeable comes along that I notice the parrots, or the kookaburras, or the wrens. But Jesus said, you know, the sparrows, they are to the market, to the people who would pay money for them, they're worth very little. But he says, God knows every sparrow. And if one of them dies, God knows it and recognizes it. And then Jesus goes on to say, and you are valued so much more. He said, God even knows the numbers of hairs on your head. What an amazing sense of value. I come across lots of worldviews by people, and I sometimes think how sad it is that people don't know their value. Some worldviews suggest that we are here as some sort of cosmic accident, or that the universe has got us to where we are, and it's just been a matter of one biological accident after the next, and all those sorts of things. And then I go, where is your sense of value in that? Where do you get your value from, if that is what you understand about why you are here? And I'm not saying that to devalue those people at all by any means about that worldview, but I'm just saying that I think that people are much more than that. And it's not because of me, but because of what I understand about the words that Jesus spoke. And other people have a worldview that basically says your value is how much you can do to increase your value to other people, or how much money you have in your bank account, or, you know, all sorts of things. How great a standard you can present to the world around you. It's been well said that the value of something is what you're willing to pay for it. And my understanding and everything that I know in my heart and experience and read, and I guess coming from my Christian faith, I've got to say my understanding is that my value and your value doesn't come from what we can do, isn't by accident, but our value is gained by the fact that we have been made and created on purpose, that we are here because God, whoever you understand God to be, has chosen for us to be here, has created us, has put us here, and He knows us and values us. And the price that He is willing to pay for us is His own life. Coming to earth, walking as a human being called Jesus of Nazareth, and being willing to die for us so that our value isn't even limited to what we have here on earth, but stretches for eternity. That value, my value, your value, is the life of Jesus, who chose to die for us. We all want to be loved. We all want to be valued. And we are. Friends, please know that you are loved and valued. And not only you, but the people around you. Even if they don't look like you, think like you, believe what you believe, we all are loved and valued by our God, our Creator. What an awesome fact that is.